So in this you see, whenever I am talking about our digestion, so we are eating through the mouth and it goes through the esophagus and then stomach, then it is just reaching into that side. The liver is also there, pancreas is there, so that is small intestine and the large intestine. So this is the one process which are very much important for just digestion. Means whatever we are eating, it will definitely will break down and then it releases the energy. Students, if I am talking about the another system, that is circulatory system. So in this system you see the how the heart is pumping and how these valves are activate and what is going on inside of that, and you see the good bloods are going how. So this is the complete circulation inside the body, and this happened due to the circulatory system. Whenever you are just breathing, exhaling or inhaling, this two process is happening inside of that. So that is called respiration, students. So here see the nasal cavity. Nasal cavity is just going to take the some airs and goes through the pharynx, then trachea, then lungs, then bronchioles are there. So right blood bronchi means that is the all process that you have seen is a very important. So in this respiration you see how this air is going inside and what is the pressure inside of that and how this CO2 is removing from outside, and this is the whole process comes under the respiratory system, students. You see this is the pressure, whenever you are pressing then it is just moving. So this process of digestion, circulation and respiration which you have studied in your previous classes, student. The process are essential for survival of every individuals. You see in this the plant, how this butterfly is happy and jumping on that flowers and flower is just closed. Means you have also learned about the process of reproduction in the plants. Reproduction is essential for the continuation of the species. So students, here you have seen how the things are just going to. In this you see, students, whenever I am talking about mode of reproduction, so that two things comes in our mind. Have you seen the young ones of different animal? So whenever we talk about this young ones of the different animals, and that you tell me the name. If I am talking about the cow, so what is the young ones of the cow? What is the name of the young ones of the cow? Calf. What is the young ones of the lion? Calf. What is the young ones of the horse? What is the young ones of the, what is the name of the young ones of the dog? Oh, thank you so much, Mayank and Papi. Many students have given the right answers, and it was really interesting that you have just given us such a great answers about it. Try to name the sum of the young ones, and that completes into these tables. So some activity I am giving you, students, that in the table 9.1, so in the example at serial number of the 1 and 5. So whenever I am talking about the young ones of the various animals, so you have seen the name is changed. So you have been born, can you tell how the chicks and the caterpillars are born? This is the great question. How can you tell that the chicks and the caterpillars are born? Anyone have any idea regarding that? Come on. First day hatching. This is the first day. Whenever I am talking about the tissue development start and the embryo, and that has gone. Second day, heart forms and begin to the beat, and third day the blood vessels grow, And the tail and birds are just coming out, the wings and the legs and the birds are there. And this is the limb developments begin. And brain and eyes is also going to be developed. Elbow and knee is also developed the 5th day. And now you see how this big developments, egg, tooth and developing the comb. Feathers development also, it's the feathers development, that is 8th day. And see, your chicken is just mouth open and claw is also there. So this is the complete interesting developments of the tail, feathers appears and the scales forms on the feet and legs. Head turns into it and now the air cells and the yolk and everything you see here turns towards the large and the eggs get down into the abdomen. Feathers cover the body 16 days and the 17 is there that the embryo feels available space and the yolk sac is largely absorbed. 18 days the yolk sac drawn into the abdomen and 20 days internal peep and then external peep is going to be broken and now hatching the egg. So this way the chicken come out. In this table you see the serial number is given and the name of the animal is also given and that young ones. So students, what you have to write? You have to write in the human, that is a baby. Same thing in the cat, what is the young one's name? You complete it right now. Dog, the animal dog, what is the young one's name of the animal dog? And a butterfly, what is the name of the young ones of butterfly? Hen, that is the chick, and a cow and frog. Just as that in a plant there are the two modes of the reproductions. These are sexual reproductions and the asexual reproduction. Students, if I am talking about the sexual reproduction, so you recall in your mind in the plant how this reproduction in the plant was happened. And you definitely know the answers about that, which is the taking part of the reproduction in the plant, that is a flower, which you study in the class 7th. So that reproduce sexually have male and female reproductive parts. Can you name of this? So students, please tell me the name of this part. What is the name of this part? You have done this experiment also. That's why I am asking. And you have made the file also. Stigma ovary. Wow, very good story, Raj, Hritijwa, and the Hritijwa said, and the Prachi sings. Thank you so much. Seed is not formed, sorry, Raj. Great. So this is an animal also. The male and the female have the different reproductive part. What we call the male reproductive part and what we call the female reproductive part in a flower. So tell me. Male reproductive part is called what? What is the name of the male reproductive part and what is the name of the female reproductive part? Come on, student. So you have there the reproductive part in the animals, also the produces the gametes. Who will give me the answers? Right answers about that male reproductive part and the female reproductive part in the flower. Yes, please. Nandini has given me the stamen and pistil. Thank you, thank you. Male anther. Okay, Riva Kumar. Thank you so much. You all are giving me that right answers about it. So finally, that things I have just given you, that is the great sharing of you all, and that was the great initiative. So that have the different reproductive part or the organ. If I talk about the plant, that reproductive part animal also that produces gamete. And here students, what is a fusion? So if I am talking about that of fusion, so here one thing comes. that is fusion. Means that whenever I am talking about here you see this is the hibiscus flower. So in this hibiscus flower, in the top of this, the pollen are just fallen on that stigma and then germinated and makes a that tube like structure, and through that it is just reaching to the ovules, and which are present into the ovary, and they fuse, and that is called the post fertilization. And here students, whenever it is going to be fused, that form the zygote. So this is the one process where it happens. Here you see the stigma, and from the anther, this stigma going to stuck on that that on a stigma. So the pollens are stuck on the stigma, and they forming that tube-like structures, and they fuse it. So in this you see the fertilization was just happens into this hibiscus, and then it is coming into it. So finally, if I am talking about the self pollination and the cross pollination, so that self pollination means that happens into the same flower. Here you see it is having the anther, inside the anther is having pollen, pollen is stuck on that stigma, and then it is germinated, and from there it is just going to be that taken some that stigma is just pollen grains are enter inside of that, and then it fuse, and then you see pollen grains are just coming here, and this stamens are just coming into the down, and then pollen tubes through that this is reaching to this ovules, and from here it is fused and seed is formed. So the double fertilization recap here. Here is the pollen, male gametes fuse with the two polar nucleus. So this forms the tribodes unless endosperm's nucleus are just going to form, and here you see this zygote is formed. So students, if gametes that fuse to form zygote, so in the reproductive part in animal also produces gamete that fuse to form a zygote. So it is the zygote which develop into the new individuals. So this type of reproduction begins from the fusion of male and female gamete, and this gametes is called sexual reproduction. Students, that was the one part. And if I am talking in the human study, so this is the male reproductive organ. These reproductive organs include a pair of testes. So here I am talking about that. Male reproductive organ. So in this male reproductive organ, what is the first thing? That is the pair of testes. Cingulate and testis. Two sperm duct. Second point is two sperm duct. And third one is a penis. So the testis produces. This is just produces. Testis produce the male gamete. So this testis produce male gametes. Okay. Second, if I am talking about that, these male gametes are called sperms. So this male gametes is called sperm. So this is called sperm. So students, you have seen about that, how this is known as reproduction and what is the function is happening. million of sperms, if I talk about that first regarding that, million of sperm are produced with the testes. Who produces? That definitely this is produces by, so this testis testes which are just producing millions of sperm. So by this testis the millions of sperms are produces, and look at the figures 9.2. We show the picture of a sperm and each have the head and middle piece and the tail. Okay, so I am showing you that sperm. So this is the male reproductive organ. If I am talking about that, this is the sperm duct. This is called sperm duct. So this is sperm duct which I am talking about, and this is the area which I am talking about. This is the penis, and this is a lobe which I just take. This is the testis and this is the another testis. So students, if I am talking about these two lobes of this testis, so you see that this penis and the sperm ducts, and this is the complete structures of this male reproductive organ. So this is the male reproductive organ. Students, second, if I am talking about that sperm is a single cell, and if I talk into this, sperm is a single cell with all the usual cell components. That is the head. This is the head area, and this is the middle area, and this one is the tail. So this is the human sperm, and this sperm was just produces by the testis, and this is the complete structure. Students, if we come on the female reproductive organ, so this is the female reproductive organ, and the pair of oviducts or fallopian tubes. So this is the three things which is important. Pair of ovaries, oviduct, that is called the fallopian tubes, and the uterus, and the ovary produces that. Who will tell me? Here this is the female reproductive organs, the oviduct, ovary, and this uterus. So ovary produces that. Here you see the female gamete, that is called ova, right? So students, if I am talking about that of female gametes, that is called ova. An ova is an egg. Figure 9.4, in the human beings, a single matured egg is released into the oviduct by one of the ovaries every month, and that cycle is called maturation cycle. So a one matured egg release, what is happening? That is released into the oviduct. Where it released? In the oviduct by one of the ovary. How it is releasing? By the ovary every month. So this is uterus is the part where the development of the embryo take place. So the embryo is going to be developed inside the uterus. So like sperm and egg is also the single celled. So here students, you have seen this maturation that cycles, and that was happened. So thank you so much. If anyone have any question, please ask. Anyone have any question, please ask.